Okay, YouTube, it is Saturday, February, I believe, 25th. Don't know if the date's exactly right. And what we're going to do today, we've had a driver's side parking bulb that has not been working very good for me, actually, since the car was put together back in the 90s. And I'm just now getting around to making that work. As you can see, we got a short or a loose fitting socket. I'm gonna, before I start working on it, I took it apart. It was all warm all last week, and it's turned cold on us, even though it looks like a beautiful day. We had a great week last week weather-wise. It got up in the high 70s, but we're going to do that, and I'm going to turn this thing around so I can turn the heat on in here. And we also got the license plate bulb back on it, which I had never gotten around to putting on, and I found it in my attic, cleaned it up, and it works, so that's a good thing. We put new taillight lenses in it last weekend, and they are working pretty good. I tried some different bulbs. I used to have some very bright LEDs in there, because with the regular stock 1157 bulbs, or just regular old style Sylvania bulbs, they were not that bright, and I actually got pulled over one night by police who was telling me that my lights weren't working. Well, they were working, he just could barely see them. And I had some, I can't even find them right now. I wanted to show them to you. But anyway, I did have some very bright LED bulbs, but the trouble with them was they were so bright that when you hit the signal or the brake lights, you couldn't hardly see the difference. There was just a very slight difference. So with these new lenses, and they don't look super bright right now because the car's not running off the battery. And since with the new lenses, and since I did upgrade the charging system, remember, if you remember, I had to put a 140 amp alternator on it because of the fan system I put on it. They are brighter now, but I'm going to try some tricks later on, not today, not in this video, on hopefully making them brighter. I think it has something to do with the taillight housing. I'm thinking maybe if I could clean it up. I think it gets dulled after a while. It's made out of that galvanized metal, and it gets dulled. And I even thought about painting it white on the inside with some heat resistant paint, but that'll be later. I'm getting off subject, but we're going to turn this thing around and hopefully get this working better. The bolt got loose enough to where the ratchet wouldn't ratchet on me. Well, guess what? Can I get this out without taking that bumper off? catching anything? Yep, sure can. Barely. And as you can see, this socket is come apart, it's all corroded. So we're going to have to take the socket out of my spare piece here. Hopefully it works. I bet it does. There we go. As you can see, it's coming apart. As you can see, it's all loose in there. Okay, I decided I better test this out before I move the socket from this old housing, and looks like it works. Of course, it's got to be grounded on something, and we may want to give it the other one a better ground. We may want to clean some paint off where it's not going to show. But yep, it's working. Okay, it looks like I'm kind of tearing it up, and who knows, maybe I will screw it up. But this is the only way to get this out of here, because what holds it in here is it slides in from the back, and these tabs that I'm trying to beat back out are mushroomed out to hold it in place. Not a good way to keep it in there, but we don't really have any choice in the matter. Oh, this is not going to be fun to get in. Oh, I'm getting aggravated. So you can see here's what it looks like after you get it out. I probably, I may have to order a new one. I'm not sure. It's got to be a way, a better way to get this thing in here. I think I've got an idea. If I can just work it in there. I'm going to have to squeeze it back together. I've already made several attempts, and it's just hard to get these things to tighten back up. I think I have an idea though. If I could just get it to pop in like it is. And try something. I know it looks kind of bad, but I still think I can fix it. Let's just hope I don't break anything off here. I could Gorilla Glue it in. That's a thought. Thing is, would it be grounded? That's the whole purpose of it going in like this, is this kind of grounds it to the actual piece, which is this right here. Excuse me. It should have been a better way to do this, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to head it in. There we go. Now, I'm going to... Okay, let's just make sure we have a clean area here. Instead of clamping it by this, I'm going to go ahead and clamp it by the actual socket. Hopefully I won't crush it. Because I need something that I can tap on it with and flare it out. Like a big center punch. Let me see what I have. Okay, this isn't really meant to be beat on. It's a countersink, and it's for actually cutting countersinks for like a flathead screw or something. But it's all I have. it's going to do what I want to try. I can't really, I don't want to really clamp this thing up that tight. Let's just lightly clamp it on the rubber boot, and this, maybe this will work, I don't know. Got a ways to go in there. This is not going to be easy to do. I don't really have a good way to do this, but we're going to figure something out. See if I can spread it out. These are snap ring pliers. They're not really the strongest thing to do this with, but only thing I can find at the moment. Okay, that took some slop out. It's got a ways to go though. Spread this out in every point possible, and then maybe we'll do some tapping and hopefully we can get this thing respectfully tight in here. Okay. Almost need a different type punch. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't want to mess up my socket here by tightening the vise too much. I hear Angel barking again. She's tearing into something. Okay, it's kind of working. There's no real good way to do this without hurting it. Probably somebody will have a good idea after this video is done. This will do anything now. It didn't seem to work as good as I was hoping it would. There we go, that did some. Now we're getting there. Doesn't look that pretty, but it can stand to be tighter. But it's going to work. Wonder. Be tighter. Made a big improvement on it though. Let's try this countersink again. Tight. I can't move it around with my fingers now. I think that might be good enough. If my bulb will fit in there, I'm sure we kind of messed that up a little bit. But we can clean that out one way or another. Where'd my bulb go? Okay, we got to go in the socket, but this socket, it was like that before I did all this to it. It is so tight, it's kind of scary. And when I say scary, meaning that you have to push so hard, you're afraid you're going to break that bulb. And with all that pressure against my fingers and broken glass, would not be a good thing at all. Wow, that is tight. You have to really push down on it. I don't like that. It's, like I said, I could get seriously cut if that bulb was to break while I'm pushing on it. Okay. I think I got out of camera there, didn't I? As usual. I have to push it way in and get it to lock. That is ridiculously tight. Like I said, I do not like that. If I grab it with something like a pair of pliers, it's definitely going to break. Oh man, I don't like doing that. Afraid I'm going to break it and cut myself. That is scary. It's ridiculous. There'll be something to I can fix that with. Just working springs in and out. They were just old and corroded maybe, I don't know. Man, that is too tight. Once it's in there, one good thing about it is it's not going to lose contact. Okay, I'm going to pause the camera. This may take a long time. Okay, it's in there and working. Okay, so it's the next day, Sunday, about 3:30. We wrestled this thing all night last night, getting all this back together. And the reason, and I had some trouble, and the reason I had so much trouble is this grill, which it's on good now. A lot of these screws underneath, as you can see, it's fastened here. There's another one there, and you got one in the center. Same on the other side. But it also has screws on the bottom. And I think I only had like one here and the same over there, and it was missing this one here and there, which is why this thing had a lot of rattles. And there's some things put together wrong in the headlights. I put this car together a long time ago. I don't know if I'd just got in a hurry and half-assed did it and forgot or what, but I ended up fixing a lot of stuff that should have been fixed a long time ago. And had to quit last night. I needed some more fasteners, just like this right here. I had to pick up some more of those. I think they call them speed nuts. They're for the screws. They just slide over like this, and there's a bunch of them on the bottom too. But after I got all that together today, I guess I got too rough with one of my old fragile bulbs. It quit working. I had a spare that works on high beam only, so I had to run back up to the store and get a new bulb. So we're going to put the new bulb in. Hopefully that's all that was wrong. Should be. And we can finally be done with this thing.